Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Thursday, March 7th, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. There's a lot to cover. Let's jump right into the charts. We'll start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. The futures are trading higher once again by 1 3/4 points to 1540.75 per contract. So pretty decent little move for the markets. Again, continuing their bullish tone. Really ever since the market broke that high on the Dow Jones, you're getting very, very little selling pressure going forward. A little bit of a pause day yesterday, but very, very little selling pressure at the moment. And the volume trends remain extremely light at this time, which ultimately does favor an upside market. A few things to go over real quick. One, it looks like news out of Europe today. You did have the European Central Bank leave rates unchanged. I believe Mario Draghi will begin his press conference in about 5 more minutes. So at 8:30, I believe Mario Draghi will be holding a press conference there. But all the European markets are trading slightly higher this morning. Nothing major. The German DAX is up by 0.2%. Looks like the French CAC 40 is up by 0.4%. Spain and Italy are both up by about less than 0.5%, but they're both positive this morning. So really no problems there. Also, the the Bank of England also kept their key benchmark rate unchanged as well, and they're also going to keep their asset purchases, so their money printing will remain the same at £375 billion. So again, England, it looks like the London markets are keeping everything just the way it is right now. The FTSE 100 is trading up by 0.2%. I'll make that 0.25%. So you're getting a little uptick there. So markets overall seem to be holding up pretty well this morning. You do have did have some volatility last night in the Asian markets. The Indian Sensex was up about 0.8%, but the Shanghai index, which is China, mainland China, that was down about 1%. The Nikkei 225 index hit 12,000, but did pull back a little bit, closing up about 0.3%. So again, you're still seeing a lot of euphoria out there, just money printing across the board, and that is helping to keep these markets afloat, really worldwide, so to speak. So again, we'll take it for what it's worth, one step at a time, 1 minute at a time. It looks like there will be some economic data today out. I believe we're going to have some economic data out at 8:30. Some more economic data out at 12 o'clock this afternoon. There's some news from the Federal Reserve. I believe it's fourth quarter flow of funds data or something like that. Also at 3 o'clock, we're going to have consumer credit figures. So you have a lot coming out. And then I think at 4:30 this afternoon, the Federal Reserve will release stress tests. So, yeah, they're still going on. Stress tests are still occurring. But, yeah, the Federal Reserve will release first of 2 reports of stress tests coming out at 4:30 this afternoon. So, we have some economic data out there. And at 8:30 this morning, which is in about 2 more minutes, there will be the weekly jobless claims data that's out at every week. I think the analysts are expecting 350,000 jobs, 350,000 initial claims this week. So we'll see what it comes out to be. I don't think that's a huge market mover unless this number is a big surprise. But, all this economic data coming out, I don't even care about it. What I do care about is the market's reaction. One thing I do think is important to point out, last night in Germany, it looks like their factory orders declined 2.5%. I know economists were expecting a gain of, I think, 1.5%. So that's something to keep note on, and that's just telling you that Europe as a whole is still, going deeper into a recession. But as long as the money is printed, I guess recessions don't even matter. It just matters how much printed money you throw at the market. But in any case, this is what we're dealing with, and that's why we use charts. So you want to trade both sides of the tape, long and short side. Let's take a look at gold this morning. Gold is trading up $7 to $1,582 an ounce. Let's take a look at the important GLD, which had a pretty good move yesterday, closing up around 153.23. Today it's trading at 153.09. Was a little bit higher, not a big deal there. We'll see if gold has made a little bit of a low. There's a chance that has happened, But again, it's still a traded vehicle. I don't think anybody should look at it in any other different light. Gold is just to be traded, but right now it is holding steady this morning. Light sweet crude today is trading higher by 25 cents to $90.69 a barrel. So a decent little uptick there, nothing major. Take a look at the USO this morning, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude, and you'll see that's trading at $32.64, up about 10 cents from yesterday's close. Not that big a deal. Again, if the dollar gets a bid, oil, is susceptible to lower prices. If the dollar pulls back, which it is doing this morning, then I think oil could catch more of a bid. Here's the U.S. dollar index. Nothing terrible here. It's been very, very strong as of late. Actually going up with the stock market, which is definitely something that we have not seen over the years, except in light volume periods. So I suspect that is part of the reason why the dollar and the market could go up. But you have every other central bank around the world deflating their currency, and I guess the best paper money is the dollar compared to the other currencies, at least at this time or at this stage of the game. So the dollar and the markets are trading higher recently. We'll see if that does continue. But today, the dollar is pulling back a little bit, down about 18 cents. But you can see it is off the lows of the morning. So again, dollar will affect the price of oil significantly. And you could notice how much oil has dropped recently. Somebody should tell that to the president. What else are we looking at here? Yeah, you do have some stocks in the news. Sienna Corp is in the news. They reported earnings. Nice little pop on that stock. So this stock is making a pretty big surge. In sympathy to this one, I would suspect JDS Uniphase. Let's see. Yeah, that's already popping. So JDS Uniphase would probably get a pop off Sienna, and you can see that's already up in the pre-market. That closed at $14.15. It's already trading up to around $15.25. So you want to watch those stocks that do trade in sympathy to the others. One stock that is getting roasted and toasted today is PetSmart. And this, I'm going to have some gap plays up in the chat room this morning, but PetSmart getting hit pretty sharply today. That stock yesterday closed at $66.55. Today it's trading at $61.20. So you have some. We do have a couple of gap plays out there. I think there are about 2 or 3 others on my list. Also in the news today is Dell Computer. It looks like Carl Icahn has joined the move in Dell Computer. This was supposed to be going private. Right now, I have to say, I think Dell is at a big support, a big resistance level here. So I really think the upside is limited. But hey, you never know what Mr. Icahn has up his sleeve. Smart man. We'll see what he does with it. But again, I really think the upside is limited here for Dell Computer. I really just don't think there's much upside to go. But that's just the charts telling me. You never know what strings these masters can pull. So in any case, we'll see where that plays out. That's pretty much it. Watch for that economic news today, and we'll see what the market gives us overall. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you later on the charts. Take care now.